But what if I want a sidewalk by my house in my 2-point perspective land here? Oh, okay, we could do that. All right, so what we're gonna do there for the sidewalk, I'm going to start with, it's like a tiny, tiny box. I'll show you these to start. So look at that, it's like a teeny box with a big flat area on top because we think of like the curb. So I'm going to start with a vertical line. Let's put it about here. A little bitty line like that. That's the edge. It's like my curb. And then I'm going to take that, and just like the other ones, I connect it to my vanishing point. See, again, if you make the noise, the lines go to the vanishing point more easily. Like so. So now I have like a little curb, little tiny box. Now how do I get it? Oh, I should have left these. How do I get it so that I can make it that it looks like a sidewalk next to my house or anywhere I want it to be? You can draw these lines further out. It doesn't have to actually go up to your house. Now, the trick is that these are flat, but they go back in space that way, the lines on the sidewalk. So again, vanishing point acts like a pivot. I'm going to start here. Actually, let's go on top so you can see this as it begins to come out. Now I'm going to go about here. That looks like a nice big sidewalk block. And then I go a little further out. And about there. Now as I get further back, this is going back in space, so I can't make my blocks as big or it won't look convincing. It'll look like the blocks are getting bigger. It's really easy as you do that to twist this. So make sure you're constantly checking that with each line, your ruler is still on that vanishing point. And then as it goes back in smaller and smaller. So it's going back in space. And I can do these little edges if I want. Oftentimes, sidewalks don't have those little edges, but you can see. Same thing happens over here. Line it up with the first one. So I start with what's really technically like a square in the beginning. And then check my pivot point, vanishing point, and put these things back here. They get a little bit closer together as we go further back. And you see how as they approach the horizon line, they're going to get flatter and flatter. And there we go. I have my sidewalk in the side there. Now, let's say I want to make that a step. All I did here to make these a step is I kind of selected a line. Remember diagonals? Just kind of make them up. I went like this. I was like, okay, how about that? And then I made my little teeny step here and my little teeny step here. Now, no, it does not make sense in this little drawing here because it's kind of weird that this would be on this house just like that. But maybe you're making a monument and things are stepping up to the monument. So it's basically making these little flat boxes. Vanishing point is my pivot. Everything comes down to starting with a box when you're working in 2-point perspective. That's why it's important just to practice your boxes, stacking your boxes, things like that. So there we go. And then I would get rid of these because it makes it look a little confusing. And I say I have steps going up to it. And just how you shade this, if my shading actually goes to the vanishing point, it will help things out. And then maybe I have some vertical shading here and it makes it look more like a drop off. For these kind of steps right here, these are a little more confusing. I think they're going to need to be their own video. But like this is essentially 3 stacked boxes with 1 back edge. I had to put these shading in as I did it because I wanted to be able to keep track which parts are vertical and which parts are horizontal. The pier over here is just like little tiny boxes that stack in this direction, and then I had 2 tall ones right on the edges to be those things. And remember, your shading or any details you add should follow those directions to make it stay convincing in life. So there we go, some more flat things for you. Good luck.